Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing my connecting flight from Glasgow to Heathrow and Heathrow to Vegas on British Airways. I'll be giving you as much information as I can. I also filmed quite a lot on the flight just to give you an idea about how it was. The first flight was from Glasgow to Heathrow. It was delayed by about 15 minutes, but it was nothing too drastic. The snacks available on board to buy were sandwiches from Marks and Spencer's, and there was also some drinks available. This flight only lasted about an hour, so I didn't actually have to buy anything. The screens on board dropped down from the ceiling, and it was just to show you the safety video and the travel map. Once we got to Heathrow, I was quite nervous because a lot of people had told us it's a nightmare to find your way around, but I actually thought it was quite well signposted, and we had over 2 hours to find our way from one terminal to the next, and the time actually flew in, so it wasn't too bad. The next flight was also delayed, but again it wasn't anything too drastic. It was only about 20 minutes. We flew economy, so when you first got on the plane you walked through the first class area. When you get to your seat you have a thin pillow, a blanket and a set of headphones. The first thing I'm going to cover about this flight is the onboard entertainment. The screen was actually really dated and it looked as if you were watching a TV from the 1980s. The person sitting next to me's screen didn't work and they couldn't share my screen because you can't see it from the side. As you can see here, the screen is quite small and the control panel is on the armrest next to you. That's also where you plug in your headphones. As you can see here, the picture quality isn't great and there's no charger or USB ports available. Here I'm just scrolling through some movies, TV shows and music to give you an idea on what was available. This was recorded at the beginning of May, so that should give you an idea on what you might have on your flight. If you're someone who likes to watch a lot of movies and TV while you travel, I suggest you take your own mobile device and don't forget your portable battery pack. To be fair, the options on this weren't actually too bad and you didn't have to pay any extra for them. Obviously the screen quality isn't very good, but that doesn't bother a lot of people. This flight lasted about 10.5 hours, and during that time I watched one film but I didn't have the volume on, I just had it for something to kind of watch and pass the time. I also took a colouring in book and colouring in pens. While I'm travelling I like to listen to music, so I took my own iPod, and I was quite glad that I did because the music available on this really isn't very good. I didn't even recognise half the artists. At the same time, you can't really complain because they are giving it to you for free and they don't ask you for any extra money. Once again, if you like to listen to music, I would suggest you just take your own music with you to listen to. About 2 hours into the flight we got our first meal. The two options for this meal were either beef or chicken, so if you have any special dietary requirements, don't forget to order your meal. There was a few vegetarians and people who wanted kosher food who didn't get to eat because they hadn't put their order in advance. I chose the chicken meal and it was chicken and chorizo sauce. I don't normally like chorizo, but this meal was actually really nice. It doesn't look that good, but it really did taste delicious. It also came with a potato salad salsa dish, a roll with some cheese and a chocolate pudding. And there was also a barbecue crunch graze snack. One thing that I will say about this flight is that it was absolutely roasting hot and there was no way to blow air directly at you, it was just a little hole that blew straight down and nothing really came out of it. Unlike on the short haul trip, I found the announcements on this plane to be quite hard to hear. On the short haul trip the speakers were really loud, and on this one they sounded quite muffled and you really couldn't hear anything the captain was saying. All drinks on this flight were complimentary. Around 2 hours from the end of the flight we got another meal. We got a pesto pasta dish, a little tub of water, a lemon muffin, and there was also 2 types of pizzas available. It actually was more like a wrap, but they called it a pizza. I chose the mozzarella and tomato pizza. Once we landed, I got to go straight through because I had already been there in the past year, and my friend had to wait in line for a little while. When we got to the baggage claim, our bags were there straight away, so there wasn't really a lot of hassle. I stayed in the Excalibur Hotel, and this was the view from my window. Quite impressive, as you can see. I know that a lot of people don't like the Excalibur Hotel, but I've done a review on it and I actually really like staying there. I've stayed there 2 years in a row now and I don't think I would like to stay anywhere else. The flight from Vegas to Heathrow was delayed by about 20 minutes. The first meal once again came about 2 hours into the flight. It was either ravioli or chicken curry. I took the chicken curry. It also came with a salad which was really nice with the balsamic vinegar dressing. It came with a roll, some crackers and cheese, and a millionaire shortcake. The last meal once again came 2 hours before the end of the flight, and it was a choice between 2 breakfast burritos. I must admit I didn't like the burrito very much. It also came with an orange muffin, blueberry yoghurt and fruit salad. I didn't eat the muffin or the yoghurt because I don't like blueberries or cranberries, but the fruit salad was really nice and the burrito was just acceptable, but it wasn't the worst meal I've ever had in my life. My final thoughts on this journey was that the staff were actually really nice on British Airways. Last year when I flew to Vegas, it was on a direct flight with Thomas Cook. The Thomas Cook planes are really a lot more up to date, and obviously direct flight is going to give you a lot less hassle. Even though there wasn't really that much hassle in this connecting flight, if I had the chance to choose between a connecting flight and a direct flight with Thomas Cook, I would take the direct flight. However, this journey was only one stop and we didn't really have that many problems, so it wasn't too bad. As long as you have your own mobile devices and battery chargers, then you shouldn't really have too much of a problem. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Bye!